Well, the show on Twitch is funny, and it's hosted by two hotties.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 7 p.m. Eastern, the Worldly Show. Now, I don't know the rest of the song.
Okay, but keep going.
My co-host is Jeff Sheen. And he's the star of the show. And I've lost it, Jeff.
Oh, you lost it. You lost your tone.
It was one of my worst songs lengthwise.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was nice.
Content-wise, I think pretty good.
Yeah, content and theme-wise, it is Christmas time, so I think it was nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
this is the Worldly Show, and I am your host, Tim McLaughlin, sitting next to me on Zoom at his parents' house in Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Star of the show and co-host Jeff Sheen.
Hello. This is the water heater.
Wow, a little water heater action.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a window, and that's where we keep. I think there's dog cleaning products up there.
Incredible. This is incredible. It is incredible. Pull back of the curtain to see what Jeff Sheen's parents' house is like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I got it here. You want to see a little classic, Tim?
Yeah. Okay, I'll look.
Hold on. Look at this little weirdo.
Here at the Worldly Show, we get by on likes and subscribes. So if you could just smash that like button and really hit that subscribe, we would absolutely love it. And we're looking at a picture of a young Jeff Sheen with a bowl cut. Jeff, were you a redhead?
Oh yeah, I was very red.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
And I asked when they're doing photos, I wanted it to be next to this boxing picture.
When you were growing up, did you idolize the Shermanator from the American Pie movies?
Actually, fun little fact, Tim, I was the Shermanator.
I bet you were.
Yeah, I was in that movie. That was me.
That's good. Well, Jeff, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Worldly Show. Everybody knows the show is built on its segments, and we got to get right to our first segment. You are out of town, so we got to figure out why in our first segment, catching up. Jeff, let's catch up. Why are you home for Christmas?
Let's catch up. Yeah, for Christmas times. I was supposed to be at the Comedy Castle Club this weekend, so I had the tickets already bought. Yes. And then they canceled it because of who knows why. I don't know why.
Probably no one wanted to see you, I would assume.
Yeah. It was something completely random. Who knows why they couldn't do the show. But then I decided to come out here anyways for Christmas, and I got my teeth cleaned today.
Oh, they look nice. They're bigger than ever. Everyone always wants to know, does the dentist charge you double?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they charge me double and actually pay them extra.
Twice the size of a regular person's teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I pay them more money to push my gums up higher, so more tooth shows.
Oh, it is better. I will be honest. It is better for more tooth than tiny tooth, too much gum.
Right. Yeah, you want more tooth and a little bit of gum a lot of gum, like a little tooth.
Too much gum, little tooth. Horrifying.
Yep. Too much gum, little tooth is, I think, a sign of inbreeding. I'm making that up, but I feel like it is. And a lot of tooth is a sign of Britain.
All right, Jeff, which is also a sign of inbreeding. If you know anything about royalty, which you aren't even close to, so you're probably not inbred at all.
I might be. That little redheaded boy looked like he could have been an earl.
Well, that's good, Jeff. How was your flight? Were there a bunch of people on your flight?
No, it was barely anybody on the flight. It was 6:30 p.m. flight out of LaGuardia, and I did not think we were going to make it.
You flew out at 6:30, snowstorm in the middle of the snowstorm. And he's frozen, and he was going to say snowstorm was what he was going to say. And last night in New York, there was a big snowstorm, and we got about 8 inches in my backyard, and I went out there stomping around, just tooling around. The cat ran out earlier today, just ran right out into the snow. And then she got in there and she goes, "Oh, this ain't for me," and just bolted inside. I don't think she knew what snow was.
Oh yeah. Cats are always surprised by snow.
Yeah. She was horrified to get into it. She wanted to go outside, but that shut her up for a while about going outside.
Well, that's good. Yes. She's not a snow leopard, you know?
No, she's not a snow leopard. But other than so you took the flight in, there was no one on it. How's it been over at your parents' house?
It's been I got in last night at about 10. It took us an hour to get out of the airport.
Jesus.
Boarded the plane, sat on the plane for a full hour because they had to like spray it with a de-icing goo.
Right.
Which is kind of neat. It was like being in a plane going through a car wash. I thought that was exciting. So I sat there, and then finally we took off, and then then you got above the snow. It was just like a nice night up there, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody else was getting hammered by the snow, and I was up above the clouds looking at the stars. Real beautiful time. Looks like Tim is attempting to type.
I'm telling our guests that we were pushing her thing back a little late.
Part of me was hoping you were just making a sandwich.
No, Jeff, I ate spicy fried rice for dinner.
Uh-oh, that's going to come out spicy again, isn't it? Are you nervous?
Oh, yeah, that was rough. What?
Are you nervous for when it's going to come back out?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. It's going to be rough. I've been eating too much spicy food. It's been hurting my stomach.
Yeah, why do you keep eating all the spicy food then?
I don't know. I'm trying to build up my spice tolerance. It's not working. I'm still a bitch.
What are you trying to build your spice tolerance for?
I don't know, Jeff.
You're a white guy dating a Jewish woman. You shouldn't have to run into spice anymore.
Spicy stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's all like the whole time she's like, just because I'm Jewish doesn't mean I can't eat this pepper. And then she can chomp out of it.
Wow.
Every time. She does it
really?
She goes, just because I'm Jewish doesn't mean I can't eat this coconut. And then she tried to bite it, hurt her teeth.
I mean, sounds like she's got a dang complex.
Listen, I don't know. I'm no psychologist, but.
I also went on, I did a Zoom Hanukkah.
Whoa, you did a Zoom Hanukkah, huh, Jeff?
Mm-hmm. I was on the Zoom Hanukkah, and it was a bunch of old Jewish people telling each other that they were muted on accident for quite a while.
Oh, that's nice.
It was a lot of,
honey,
Harry, you're muted.
You're muted.
And then they kept accidentally muting each other. And then one of them got so muted, they couldn't figure out how to unmute. So then they called one of the younger kids, and then that kid had to hold them on speakerphone.
You had to hold them on speakerphone on the Zoom?
Yeah, so they were talking through that other person's window on the speakerphone. It was truly wild. What are you making, another sandwich over there?
No, I never got the thing out because you started shaming me, and I never actually sent the message.
What are you, flipping burgers behind your computer?
Yeah, I wish I had a little burger thing. I can't. I've been eating a handful of peanuts and an apple every day for lunch.
Why? Because you're trying to lose weight.
Trying to lose weight, man.
Oh yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal you're doing?
I gotta lose more weight percentage wise than my brother, and if I don't do it, I owe him $200.
$200?
Yeah, we don't play games in our fucking family, Jeff.
You should take up smoking again.
I know. I thought about it. It's a good idea. I really did. I was like, man, if I was smoking, I wouldn't really care about eating any of this shit.
Yeah. You should start smoking again. And then
I got an MRI. Speaking of medical stuff, me dying from smoking, I got an MRI on my face for my face thing swelling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong.
Oh.
The doctor says I'm riddled with sinus disease, though.
Sinus disease?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I caught it from my Jewish girlfriend.
Oh, maybe. Well, who knows? Oh, the dog's back. Should we show the dog?
Yeah, we should show the dog, and then we should get into monologue jokes.
All right, sounds good. Real quick, look at this.
Jeff, don't show the dog, asshole. What is happening? Hey, there he is. That's a cute dog, though. All right.
All right. That was funny to me.
Pornography of the dog's ass and balls.
Hey, the people want to see it. All right, we should get the monologue jokes. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into our second segment of the show. The segment is called Monologue Jokes. And today we got monologue jokes sent in from a bunch of people.
Yeah, a few people. I did not find Alex Taubens.
No, he didn't. I don't think he sent any in today. So no. So it's cold outside. There's snow on the ground and it's a cold day in hell. Alex Taubman did not send in any monologue jokes, our head writer.
I actually looked a few times and clicked refresh. I was like, where the heck is Taubman's jokes? Man. And if I don't know if he's watching or is going to be, but Alex, a little disappointed.
Maybe he's sick. But here's the deal. So this is the monologue joke segment. I am very bad at reading. I can't really read. And we have monologue jokes sent in from Jeff and different people from around the globe who send in their monologue jokes. And I read them. I cold read them. I haven't seen them before. I'm reading them cold. If you want to send your monologue jokes in and have me absolutely butcher them, you can send them to worldlymonojokes@gmail.com. It's at the bottom of the screen, worldlymonojokes@gmail.com. Send them in. And Jeff, we're going to rate these monologue jokes on a scale of 0 to 5 Lettermans. And in the chat, feel free to rate them yourself. Throw in your ratings if you want. We have monologue jokes coming up now from August Walsh. One joke.
Yeah, he said just one. He just tossed one joke at us.
One joke on theme. So it says, I've never heard a comedian make a joke about Jewish Secret Santa. Is it called a Mystery Moses? Oh, my Jewish girlfriend thought that was not funny.
No, she didn't like it. No. A Mystery Moses.
What do you rate that on a scale of 0 to 5 Lettermans?
It's not because I'm Jewish, unless it's because being a Jew means you have a good sense of humor.
She said it's not because I'm Jewish or if being Jewish means I have a good sense of humor, which wasn't the answer to the question I asked.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you rate it on a scale of 0 to 5 Lettermans?
I give it 2 sucks.
She gives it 2 sucks.
Wow, hot dog.
I mean, I give it a 0. It stinks. But what are you giving it, Jeff? Jay gives it a 3.
I'll give it a 2. And it looks like Alex said he did send in jokes. Alex, I couldn't find them. I apologize. Well,
maybe we'll get to him next week, bitch.
My God.
I don't know. I'm rude. I'm a rude dude with an attitude.
You're a rude dude with a bad attitude. Keep going.
Coming in. So the next guy sending in jokes is former Cincinnati comedian, now Chicago comedian, Josh O'Neill, who had a debut, very good jokes, then mediocre jokes. So let's see if he goes to bad or if he gets himself back up to good. Nickelodeon will be broadcasting a kid-friendly broadcast of an NFL game. It will feature slime and SpongeBob SquarePants. Also, whenever a player receives a traumatic and life-shortening concussion, little cartoon birds will fly around his head.
That's fun. Yeah, that's a fun one.
A little long. He didn't need to include all the other stuff. He could have just had the punchline.
Sure.
But it's good. Good joke. In a recent interview, Christopher Walken claimed he has never once owned a cell phone or a computer. If this is true, who have I been sexting all these years?
An impersonator.
I want to suck on your penis. Christopher Walken. Micah, do not look at me like that.
Jeez Louise. All right, next joke, you filthy
I'm an
animal.
impression guy.
Yeah.
Researchers using a newly developed imaging technique have unveiled a 1900-year-old Egyptian mummy. Egyptian mummy's contents without unraveling its linen wrappings. Their secret? They picked up the coffin, shook it around like a Christmas present, and said, "Yep, there's a dead guy in there." That one got a laugh out of Micah, that's hard to do. I don't get those.
That's funny. There's a lot of Bill. That's funny though.
That's good. I think he got himself back into the good category. I'm gonna give him a 4 this week.
You're gonna give him a 4?
Yeah.
All right. Great stuff. I'll take it.
What do you?
I'll give him a 3.
I like how I gave him a 4, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll take it." Like I was judging you. Jay gives him a 4. Comedy Hub gives him a 4.5. That's pretty good.
Wow, those are good. All right.
Good scores.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. We're on to this man filled in for you while you were gone. Former co-host of the show, Josh O'Neill, just got a 3.5. Former co-host of the show for one episode, friend of the show, stole this idea for his show, which is now defunct.
That's what he gets.
It's our friend Tom Takar, the New York comedian, my most successful comedy friend.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, Jeff, check this out.
Okay.
Last night, New York got over 40 inches of snow, but somehow the coldest thing in New York is still the frickin' Jets. What a bad football team.
I hear that. Have you seen
a good football joke.
Yeah, it's a good football joke.
There we go. PlayStation 5s are selling out within seconds all over the world. These things are getting harder to get than an erection when there isn't a hot guy around.
Boy, oh boy. These are some Tom jokes, huh?
Yeah, this is a Tom joke. Here's an alternative to this one.
Okay, yeah, give me the alternative.
PS5s are selling out within seconds all over the world. These things are harder to get. Oh, no, here we go. These things are selling out faster than friggin' Metallica in the 90s.
Yep. I like that one.
What he's doing. I think he was very bored today.
He must have been very bored.
Did you hear this, Jeff?
What?
Bitcoin is over $20,000 now. Sounds like they should change their name to a lot of coin. Holy shit, that's a lot of coin.
All right. What do you think?
I think he's doing like a bit where it's like these fun jokes because he was bored today, so he sent in jokes.
Yeah, I'll still give him a nice 3 though. The Jets one was very fun.
I was going to give him a 4. I kind of liked all of them.
I found Alex Taubens. Let me read them real quick.
Oh, okay. You read Alex Taubens.
Okay, because I did find him. He resent. Okay, an Xbox game projected on the side of mountain breaks Guinness World Record. As predicted, however, this has led to a recent spike in youth mountain goat school shootings. Those mountain goats, gamers are
found these jokes. Yeah.
Okay, we got one more here. You did too. Okay, let's see. A falcon, flied. FLIED, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a falcon flied into a Scotland home and perched onto a family's Christmas tree. The family was freaked out, but wasn't surprised since it landed on their all-leather tree.
Jeff, you might be worse at reading than me.
It's harder than it looks.
It is hard. Reading is harder than it looks, and no one talks about that. These jokes stink, though. Jeff, I'm going to get to your jokes because we are running behind and we got to get it going.
Okay.
All right. Jeff's jokes. These are your jokes. You wrote these, Jeff.
A few.
Here we go. Vladimir Putin says if Russia wanted to kill opposition leader Navalny, it would. God damn it, Jeff. Why don't you? Vladimir Putin says if Russia wanted to kill opposition leader Navalny, it would have finished the job, which is similar to what I say when women complain about not having an orgasm. Yeah, that's true. If I wanted my girlfriend to be happy and come, I would have gotten a job and lasted longer, I told her.
Yep, that's what you say.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't have one. You're like, if you were going to have one, I was going to give you one.
Yeah, I would have given you one, I said. And I would have gotten a job and left the house in the last 9 months. Fires killed over 240,000 chickens at a Florida farm. Or more accurately put, fire creates 240,000 chicken dinners. Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy, all those chicken dinners.
I added the yummy, yummy part because I'm naturally hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good tag.
Yeah, you're in the city. You're in the state here. A Michigan doctor admits to using his own sperm to father hundreds of babies. At this point, the only thing we can hope for is that he's handsome.
Am I right?
He is a doctor, though. You can't be that mad, you know?
That's true. At least he's spreading the good seed.
Yeah, I know. Jeff, did you hear about the vaccine in Australia that they used an enzyme from HIV?
No.
To make the vaccine, and and they had to scrap it because everybody was showing up a false positive for HIV if they got the vaccine. So
really?
Everyone got an STD test. They'd be like, you got HIV.
Oh boy!
I take the HIV if I ain't getting COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one or the other. One of them is gonna get you.
Yeah, the way I live,
it's gonna be one or the other.
I go to these anti-vaxxer, anti-mask bathhouses.
Yeah, you're gonna be catching something, my man.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I gotta rate your jokes. I didn't like that you used all these Russian names that pissed me off, but they were funny, and I did make that one joke funnier by saying yummy, yummy. So if I take out the yummy, yummy part of it, I have to give you a 1. But if I leave that in there, I could probably give you a 4.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give myself a 4.5.
You're giving yourself a 4.5?
Yep.
Well, that's good. I thought they were good jokes today. Today, all around, I thought funny jokes, except for Alex Tobbins, which should have stayed lost.
My God, Alex, bro, I apologize. Look at the chat. The chat is giving me a 4.5.
I am glad that Alex sent in his jokes, though, because I was worried he might have been dead.
Yeah, that's the only way we're going to see if he is. He's still ticking.
And I'm glad he's safe, and I'm glad he's feeling good. Dave gives you a 4 out of 5. Jeff Jay gave you a 2.
What the heck, Jay?
Damn. Well, that's pretty brutal, but you know it's not brutal? This next segment.
Oh, yeah. It's a beloved segment.
It's our most beloved segment. And this week, we've got Dave coming to us from a country we've really trashed on. Well, we haven't trashed on the country, but the people mostly. And because we don't like the French people. They're, oh, damn, Jeff, you got a -7 from some troll.
What the hell?
But anyway, Dave's coming from us. Dave's coming from France. And this is Dave's Going Places. Dave, hello. Are you there?
Yeah. What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dave. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Bonjour, as they say here in France.
Ah, yes. Bonjour, Dave.
Bonjour, Dave.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
How is it in there, Dave? As news has been spreading around the country that Macron has COVID.
I'm sorry?
Macron, the French prime minister?
Yeah. They love the Macrons. The Macrons are the new hot dish.
No, Dave, he's the prime minister. He has COVID.
Prime rib? Yep. Having that for Christmas. That's going to be delicious.
What? Dave, what's this bit? Like you're hearing food?
No, I'm sorry. I can't really hear you guys at all. I'm partying it up here on the Champs-Élysées.
Did you say the Champs-Élysées?
No, the Champs-Élysées.
Okay, you're partying up, huh? I thought France was under strict lockdown.
Well, I've been through hell and back this week being here in France.
Oh, Dave, go on. I didn't know you were gone through hell and back.
Yeah, hell and back. Well, I came here to France to visit a friend. Turns out my friend was murdered.
No, Dave, who's your friend?
Oh, he's just this art coordinator at the Louvre, if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, wow. I've heard of art. What is your friend's name?
Jacques Reno.
Jacques Reno?
Yeah.
Is he brothers with Jean Reno, the star of
He actually is, yeah, man.
Wow, that's cool. But he was murdered.
Yeah, he was murdered. And I was called in for questioning because before he died, he left a message on the ground.
Yeah.
In his blood.
Yes.
And it was like, darn you, you Decronian devious devil. P.S. Get Dave Vagnetti.
Wait, okay, so he wrote the devil and get Dave Vagnetti.
Yeah, he was dying.
So he wrote 2 D's. He could have saved time, just wrote devil and get, but he wanted it read how he was going to say it dying.
Yep. Hey, man, when you're dying, you do what you want to do. It's your last time on earth. But so they bring me to the Louvre to check out the murder scene.
Sure.
And
they brought you in to check it out, huh?
They brought you in. So you're a suspect, and they bring you.
I didn't know I was a suspect at first. I thought I was like, oh yeah, that's my dead friend. He's dead.
Sure.
Bummer. But then
they were probably suspicious that you were acting so nonchalant about your dead friend. You're like, well, he's dead, I guess. Time for crepes.
Yep, that's basically what happened. And then I see this message that he wrote. And I had to do this little math problem to like figure out exactly what he meant in that message.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called the Fibonacci method. If you guys haven't heard of it,
Sure. Yeah. Keep going.
So
it sounds like you're telling us a Fibonacci.
No, it's all happened. Dave, tell us the story.
So then we follow his clues. Me and his daughter. His daughter shows up. Yeah.
Oh, she shows up. Okay.
Is she smart, Dave?
Oh, very smart.
All right, keep going.
So me and this lady were like running all around France.
His friend's daughter is now this lady.
Yeah, Miss Renault. I think she. I didn't even know her
mother's name, her maiden name.
Oh,
what's her maiden name, Dave?
Cousteau.
All right. So her father was Jacques Renault, and her name was, what was her first name?
Sophie
Cousteau.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So
Sophie is the name of your other dead friend's daughter, Dave. This is all sounding kind of like a lie. Go on.
It's not a lie, and it's not a movie or a book either.
Right, I didn't think it was.
Wait, so she's not going to make a choice at any point, is she?
No, we're hanging out, like we're running away from the cops, and this like pale guy, this like albino guy, he's like her ex-boyfriend, who's chasing us around.
Yeah, and
we start like we get all caught in the rain, so she takes off her shirt, and like her brains were sticking out, and I was like,
nice, dude.
Yuck and bleh. I was like, oh, like that. And next thing we find out that Jesus isn't real and Christmas is basically all about getting presents.
Holy smokes.
All right. What about Santa, though? Santa's still real, right?
Santa's real. That's the whole thing that Catholic Church wanted to keep a secret.
I don't really give a shit about damn Jesus, to be honest.
Wait, so Dave, you found out that Santa Claus is real?
Yep, the Catholic Church has been hiding it.
Oh, he's a real?
They've been hiding it.
Yeah, they don't want him to be real.
Well, then what's all this shit about Santa and his elves and all that? And he lives at the North. Does he live at the North Pole?
Hey, the greatest lie ever told was the Catholic Church telling us Santa is real.
I thought the greatest lie the devil ever told was making us think that the Catholic Church didn't molest children, but.
No, the greatest lie that the devil ever told was, that's not a knife, this is a knife, and he holds up a spoon.
Well, did you say Dever?
We down here hanging out with the Dever.
Yo, yeah, you're Jeebus and you got the Dever down below.
No, Jeff, since you're in the middle of the woods, it makes everything more simple and plain and.
No, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go get my shovel. I'm gonna get my shovel, go down here. We're gonna find a Dever. I'm gonna start digging down to hell. Give me some Dever.
Yeah, you burn in hell with the Dever.
You guys are acting just like how the French see all of us Americans.
Oh, how do they see us?
Oh, they see us as one fat Tim, check.
No, I've been losing weight.
Handsome, me, of course. They see us as fat, buck-teeth, handsome men.
No.
Yeah. So, Dave, are you going to keep hanging out with this your murdered friend's daughter?
Nah, man. As soon as I was clear of the murder and we found out the thing about secret about Santa, how they came up with Secret Santa, that's how they did that. Love that mystery Moses joke.
Yeah, that's the Jewish version. It's Mystery Moses.
Yeah. So, I've just been kind of just hanging out on the Champs-Élysées, eating, hanging out, just doing normal French stuff. Been hanging out at the Louvre a lot, just looking at the paintings.
Yeah, just saying the Louvre. I'm not even trying to correct you because I don't know really how it's pronounced, but I know you're not saying it.
It's the
I think it's the
Louvre.
Louvre. Or the
No,
Louvre.
no, the other place David's saying. You're not tricking me into trying to say it.
Champs-Élysées.
I don't know.
Can't
might-
be right.
You've never sung that song? Shabana day, Salivabu, the never day, the Zanalu. It's Escapaco Refide, Otana Sete.
I thought Dave was going to start singing that Jay-Z Kanye West song.
No, this is the classic song by Joe Dassin.
Wow.
That was once covered by NoFX. I know my French songs.
I'm impressed, Dave. I'm proud of you.
You should be.
You've been having a wild.
I'm now French. I'm way better than you Americans.
Oh, Dave, see, this is why Jeff and I have been trashing the French so much on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every time someone becomes French, they think they're better than everybody else.
They think they're better than me. They come down and hang out with a Deborah.
You know what, guys? I'm going to do like the French do.
French guy don't come hang out with me and hang out with Deborah. I'm down here doing what I do.
I'm going to do what the French do and not argue and just surrender with this argument.
Great job, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, what's your favorite painting at the Louvre?
The Mona Lisa.
Hey,
Sure.
God damn it.
What? I like how the two sides of her face show the duality between men and women. The left side of the face is more masculine compared to the female side of the face, which is the right, who's showing the duality, how the men and women need to coexist.
Wow. Dave's getting cultured.
She just looks like a broke ass bitch to me, but
She does look very homely.
Yeah.
But that's the male side.
That's the male side. That's the more prominent side, is the homely side.
Wow, Dave, interesting.
Dave, that is incredibly interesting. All right, well,
Wow.
Dave, thank you very much coming to us from Paris. Do you have anything to leave us with, Dave? Like a saying that the French have?
Jean Chat, Jean Rat.
What does that mean, Dave?
That means a good cat gets a good rat.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's good for my cat because she's a nice little kitty, and she's been chasing rats in the backyard.
It's kind of more of a French way of saying tit for tat.
Sure.
I see. Mm-hmm. Well, Dave, thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad that you made it to Paris and you're not locked down. You're out and about, unlike the rest of the people. And I hope that you can make it home for Christmas, Dave.
Nope.
Okay, well, very good. And we'll see you next week, Davey.
Deuces.
And if you want to follow, Dave, you can follow him on Twitter at Vagnetti David. And if you want, you can follow him on Instagram at Gravy Davers. Thank you very much, Dave. Wow, Jeff, this show has been incredible. It's just flown by.
It has just flown by, Tim.
Well, we have to get to our last segment. Everybody loves our last segment because this is a segment where we interview a guest.
Mm-hmm.
And people like when we do that. And our guest this week is a very well-traveled comedian, one of the funniest comedians in the world, if not New York City, Jeff. Heard of it?
Yep, the big city.
Yeah, our guest this week is Liz Miele. Liz, hello. How are you?
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Going well.
It's
are
great,
you
Liz.
in like a refrigerator at an Arby's? Like, what are you doing, Jeff?
Me or Tim?
Yeah, what is it? It looks like big ice cream, like trucks, and there's like milk behind. Like, where are you?
This is my parents' the mud room.
So you're the least favorite child?
Yep. This is the closest to the Wi-Fi.
Smart. Okay.
Jeff's parents, Liz, Jeff's parents live in the woods outside of Detroit, and they share their Wi-Fi with their neighbors. So they split their Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That just tells me that your parents just don't use their Wi-Fi, because who would ever live a life where it was that shoddy? Like that, like.
Oh yeah, they're not addicted as we are. So I come over here, I'm like, "What's the Wi-Fi?" I'm like, "I don't know, is it working?" And then here we are.
Yeah.
This is some woods.
And then you're like
stuff.
crying outside in the snow, trying to send a signal to your girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just hugging a water heater over here.
Today, when people are like $600, who's $600 even for? And I was like, I feel like Jeff's parents could get better Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that would be at least 1 month's worth of decent Wi-Fi.
Oh my God, Mom and Dad, I love you.
Sad phone addicted comedian Wi-Fi for just $600.
Jeff, how do they even check if they're getting likes?
I know. You should see their Twitter. I mean, they get hardly any fames.
Atrocious.
It's crazy they tweet in the first place, but they got to throw out their hot takes.
Their hot takes are, our son Jeff is very funny and we think you should watch his comedy. Here's a YouTube.
Yep. And the next is the price of milk at Kroger is getting a little high.
So Liz, you've traveled all around the world.
That was my old life. I don't really want to talk about my old life.
You want to talk about your traveling?
I
start crying immediately. I'm just like, ah. I have roommates. I had no idea I had roommates. Who would have known? Me
shouldn't have had you on our travel show. I didn't know you didn't want to reminisce about how you used to leave.
Oh, yeah. You were all over. Me and you did the same military tour thing.
Did we? Which one did you do?
The Spain, Italy.
Yeah, they canceled Spain on us. So this was about 3 years ago. I did. It ended up just being Italy, Turkey, Jordan, and Egypt.
Oh, you did the other one. Oh, that was the fun one. I think.
Kind of combined two. So it was supposed to be Italy and Spain, and then it was supposed to be Turkey, Jordan, and Egypt, and then Spain dropped out. Spain was like, we don't want comedians.
Yeah, Spain wasn't feeling it. Yeah,
like, no, thank you. We see what you're doing.
We're doing karaoke anyway, so we don't.
Spain, they were too busy at their discotheques till 4 a.m. smoking cicigarettes to even be bothered.
They're like comedy show at 8. Nothing starts before midnight here.
That's when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, no bueno. So then I did Italy and then Turkey, Jordan, and Egypt. That was like 4 years ago, I think. Which is so funny. I just did like a corporate gig today for like veterans and like diplomats and like it's like some military thing or whatever. And I was like, oh, I've done a bunch of military tours. And I was like telling them, and everybody's like, yeah, we never went to the cool places. We were in like Oklahoma. Like I was like, oh, I've been to more cool places than you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, just the military guys like, yeah, I served. It was Oklahoma for 4 years.
Yeah. I almost went to Hawaii, then they took it away. And, but yeah, I've done a bunch of military tours. I think I've done 5 or 6 military tours, and then I was in the middle of my own European tour when COVID was starting to get serious. So I was in Paris when it came to Paris. Then I was in London when it came to London. And I was like, I might be the super spreader. Like it might be me. Because it was like, almost like, it was like, it's, and this is before they knew it was already in New York, which,
And then you came back to New York.
Yeah. I think I had it in February, if I'm being very honest. Too many people had my like baby symptom. Like I never got like a fever. I never had like, but like I just had the worst cold I've ever had in my life. And it was like one of those things that nothing made it feel better. And I couldn't breathe when I coughed. And I was like, that's all I remember is it was the worst cold ever. And then, all this stuff happens. I was like, I wonder if I had it. And then I started talking to my friends and they were like, oh yeah, in December, January, February, I had this cold and it was all my symptoms. And I was like, and they're starting to realize that COVID was in New York in December. So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, so, you were just spreading it around the world. But
I kind of was in a sense, like, again, I don't know how long, but like, us, we do shows, we're like high-fiving people. Like when I'm sick in general, I do try to pull away. So like, I remember when I was sick, I like wouldn't shake anybody's hands. I would tell the host beforehand, like, hey, I'm not gonna shake your hand. But think about it now. You're like, I'm still talking into a mic. I'm still, within distance of people. Like,
yeah, and you love shaking hands. Like, if
you know me. I'm just out there licking my hand and then putting it in people's faces.
You're like, get over here.
I remember you had a T-shirt that said, "If I'm not shaking your hand, I'm having a bad day."
Yeah, no, dude, I sold so many of those T-shirts. Yeah. And now they're obsolete. It's like, my career's over twice.
I'm always like, if I'm feeling bad at a show, I'm always like real good about not touching anybody or anything until I get a couple drinks in me. Then I'm like, everyone listen to how loud I can yell about this topic.
Yeah,
as close to you as possible.
Well, it's been funny with like I've done a couple of indoor shows before things started to get like serious again. And I didn't realize how kind of like, I was going to be about it. But like, I'm a spitter.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because I'm a ranter and I'll pick up speed and I'll be like, da 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 da. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, sure hope I don't have COVID.
Little particles of death flying out of your mouth.
And like, you know how they have it. They have people far apart and blah, blah, blah. But like, I also kind of think like if you're at an indoor show, you don't care, but I still don't want to be I don't want to be a spreader. Like that's not what I don't want to do that. But yeah, I was in Paris and London, and then I was supposed to go to Germany, Sweden, and Switzerland. And 2 days before I was leaving for Germany, Switzerland was like nothing more than 50 people. So I was like, oh, okay, that might be canceled. And I remember going to bed being like, oh, I'm probably going to have to cancel Switzerland. I got to figure out my flights. And then I woke up to like 50 missed calls, a million text messages, 4 emails from my best friend from high school. I had just been talking to her, and she's like, you can't come home. You're fucked. I'm buying you a ticket. Trump said nobody can come. Like, just, I didn't even understand it. Like because all the news happened when I was asleep. And so I was like, I don't know. She's like, you have a half hour if you right now approve this ticket. And I was like, dude, I have so eventually I kind of came to my senses, realized, okay, everything's going to shut down. And it's going to shut down fast. So I kept the plane. So she bought me this plane ticket home. I canceled all my stuff. I kept her plane ticket. And it was almost so serendipitous. Cause like if she booked me 2 days earlier, cause she gave me about 4 days and then I was taking this flight. If she booked me 2 days earlier, I would have been fucked by that Trump. He like closed the borders, or like eventually they, said that like people from America could come back, but it was really confusing at first. But he made it so that they started like COVID testing, or at least temperature testing. And it was so poorly run that like JFK was like an 8-hour customs line on Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that they were showing it on the news, and it was just angry people just
smashed together. So it was like that Friday, I want to say that Friday or Saturday, it was like 8 hours. Then the next day it was 4 hours. So I'm like, before I get on my flight, cause I was the day after, before I got on my flight, I'm like packing snacks, like I'm going camping or going to the moon. Like my whole carry-on is snacks. And that was what I was concerned about. I was going to be in this 8-hour line and I wasn't going to have goldfish. Like I was just a mess.
You got a snack.
So I have all these like British snacks, like just insane. I get there, 5 minutes, 5 minute line.
That's how it always is. That's the thing. Cause I'm always ultra prepared, and then it's the easiest, but then the days I'm never prepared, it's the worst day I've ever had traveling in my life.
Oh yeah. In my mind, I was like, am I going to pee in line? I guess, should I buy diapers? Like I was truly like,
like New Year's Eve.
I was like doing all this like mental psychology. I was like, am I okay peeing in my own city in my pants? Like I would be upset if I peed my pants in like Paris. Like that's not my city. Oh, yeah. I'm misrepresenting America. They might think we are pee pants people. I was like, but I think I'm okay with peeing my pants in New York if that's what I have to do to get home, right?
Well, I mean, you're definitely fine pissing your pants in New York.
Yeah, no, everybody does.
Yeah, there's a percentage of us that do it.
Is a bathroom.
Yeah. But you don't want to do it in Paris.
Paris.
Yeah, they'll think Americans are gross.
You're more of a reserved person than I would say myself. You probably, when you were in France, did you get along well with the people?
Well, I don't.
How do they take to you?
I don't like the French people. They were too rude to me because they said I was too loud constantly.
Honestly, I'm Italian descent. I found Italians to be fucking assholes. Like they
I got along with the Italians. I found them to be
very rude, and maybe it's because I was like in touristy areas and stuff. But like, if you don't speak the language, they were like, "Go fuck yourself." So I found myself being a little like sad because I was like, I told my mom like this was a couple years ago. I was just like, I'm going to find my face. Like I went to Naples and I was just like looking to see if people had my nose. But like and I think because I was so like my people, and then they just were like, no, thank you.
Well, but Naples of all of Italy, Naples, I guess, is like the roughest of
Naples
the cities.
wasn't too bad. It was actually Rome, and I think because it was so touristy, they were like, truly.
Oh, they're in no mood.
Is a model. I was like, why didn't I get model looks? Like, I mean, literally people are cleaning the plane. And I was just like, is that a supermodel? They're just like the most beautiful men and women. And they know it. They were so cunty. But Paris,
that would be too.
They're literally cleaning a plane being like, I'm better than you. Just remember.
Yeah, I'm a hot janitor.
We have a TV show soon. But Paris, I don't know if I was just kind of like, I didn't care. Like it was the first time I was there. I was going to do shows. Like, I have also learned over time that I just try not to say anything. Like somebody will greet you when you go into a store and they'll be like, da 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 da. And you go, you just go, and you just pretend like you know the language, and that they treat you so much differently if they just think you're quiet. And, you can see that I'm clearly a loud person. The shows were good. The only thing that pissed me off was that COVID was like, so this is February 28th. My parents are veterinarians, and my mom came to visit me right before I left because I was going to be gone for like 2 months. And I asked my mom, I was like, can you get me some masks? I think I want to wear them on the plane. I think this COVID thing is getting serious. And she laughed at me. My mom's a veterinarian, a doctor, and she laughed at me. And she goes, that's so funny. I was going to bring you a mask to make fun of you. Like I was going to bring one as like a ha-ha, but now I think you might be right. So she brings me this cat mask. It's like, like a mask and as cat. And then she brought me some like surgical masks. I wear it on the plane. I'm one of 2 people on an international flight wearing this mask. I don't wear it.
Was the other person a Chinese person that was also with you? Yeah.
Probably. But like
they had it figured out in Chinatown from 4 years ago. Just constantly.
I've toured Japan. I've toured Thailand. I did a full Asia tour like a year and a half ago. 2 years ago. I don't know what time is anymore. And you really you get used to it. Like it didn't seem really weird to me. And like, I remember somebody explaining to me like, oh, if you're sick, you wear it. It's a nice thing to do, blah, blah, blah. So
it's like a nice thing. It's courteous to like not cough.
Yeah. And it's a culture that isn't selfish like we are. Like I've always known we were selfish, especially from traveling all around the world. I know it's crazy. But like now it's like so obvious where we're just like, people are like, hey, wear a mask. It could save a life. And they're like, fuck that life, freedom. And you're like, oh, bro, whoa.
Yeah. They tap their gun.
Yeah. They start bawling at you. They're like, bah. And you're like, I didn't even know you knew about sheep. Jesus. Okay.
That would be the way to do it. You just shoot the person and then you're like, now I don't gotta wear a mask. He's already dead.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead, and now it's your fault for talking.
Yeah.
But no, I wore a mask on the plane February 28th. Clearly, like not like feeling stupid, but I was like, I feel like I believe in science, and this was in February. But like I didn't, you still don't really know, so I didn't like wear it on the subway. But I stopped like shaking people's hands, hugging people. So I did a show. So I did a bunch of headlining shows, but I did a couple French comics asked me to do these showcase shows, and who are we to say no to a show? Oh. So I do this show with a couple of French comics, and they go to be like, hey, and I go, oh, hey, I'm just not touching people because this COVID thing sounds real. And they're like, so? And I go, like, I literally, it was like the first time that I'm like, I'm usually the dumbest person in a room. And so it's like almost feels like gaslighting where like I'm being really cautious and courteous before I really understand what this is. And then people are looking at me like I'm an asshole and an idiot. And then I go, well, maybe I'm an asshole and an idiot. Like it's so, like I start to like gaslight myself where I'm like, no. And then I was telling my friend who was with me, she's an American comic, but she lives in London. Her name's Maria Shahada. She's wonderful if you don't know who she is. She was with me. And I was like, am I like, there's a part of me that feels crazy, but then there's another part of me that's like, I wish I had the confidence to say, I don't want to touch anybody when I was a teenager doing stand-up, because it's so great not to hug you guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
male comics are huggers.
When I moved to Chicago and started doing all these alt shows, everybody would just come up and hug me. And I'm like, dog, come on. We don't need to hug. I'd shake your hand, but we don't need to hug every time I see you. And I'm not like, and I was like, and I'm not nice. I don't like this nice. Let's not be nice to each other. They're always being so nice.
This is a battle to fame.
I'm competing with you. I don't hug the enemy.
I didn't come to the Comedy Stop Laugh Hut to make friends.
That's right. I came here to make one woman mad at me and some men laugh.
Just as our forefathers.
Yeah, just as Seinfeld said would happen. There's just a part of me, like in general, I wasn't raised as a touchy-feely person. So like I remember as a teenager with my friends, I had to get used to the fact that people would just kind of be like, but then
that's wild if your family's Italian, but you weren't huggy at all.
Yeah, that's mental illness overrides.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah,
I think it goes either. I think the Italians go either way. Either they hug and kiss each other too much, or they don't touch at all.
Yeah, no, I was the latter.
Yeah.
So I
Mussolini crowd.
I had like friends. I remember like I had like almost like hug abuse therapy with my friends, and I got better. And again, I don't have a problem with a whatever, but like it's like, you know, when you enter a comedy club and like you have to hug like 7 people, you're like, I don't like 3 of you who I know haven't showered. And like the other person is like, they're like barely hugging you because they don't actually want to do it either. And you're like, so now 2 people don't want to hug each other or hug it. Like, what are we doing?
That's I always get. I always get people go, you're a bad hugger, and I'm like, well, I just didn't want to.
No.
That's why it's weird.
I have noticed that one thing I've noticed is the smelly comedians love to hug.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you so smelly?
Yeah,
and secondly, is it now on my shirt? I don't want that.
I'm transitioning into a smelly comic. Like I can't tell you how
really?
many times. I don't think I actually smell, but I did learn that I'm very laxed on showering if I'm not going to be around others. But I have 2 roommates, so I've just decided my roommates are half people.
Last night, Micah goes, oh man, I have to shower. And then went in the bedroom and laid down and then showered today. No, it's not like I think it's just a pandemic laziness thing.
Yeah, I remember when I did have a boyfriend during this pandemic. I remember literally looking at my now ex, but looking at my boyfriend and being like, do I have to shower? And he's like, you don't have to shower. I was like, okay, because I just don't really see a purpose. And like that was like the thing I would do every day. I'd be like, because he was like just a clean guy and he would take a shower and I was like, almost like he was a parent. I was like, do I have to? Like, I don't want to. I don't even want to change my why am I putting on different pair of sweatpants? Like it makes no sense.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, we'd be stuck inside. Yeah. I do a shower just if I feel a little depressed. I go, someone needs to shower today. They're feeling blue.
That's sad, Jeff. I just like it. I like hanging out. I like the water. I'm a water man. I like a pool. I like to shower. I like hanging out in the water. I'm like a damn fish man, you know?
I'm saving the environment. I don't know about you, but I'm
not at all. I would shower when I'm hungover. I'll just turn the water on and sit in it until it goes cold.
Oh, that's depression. But
it's a hangover depression.
No, he's a water man.
The worst part of it is I drink the shower water that like runs down my face, and then I'm like,
now you're some kind of lizard.
Yeah.
Right. Indiana bath.
I'm like, does Micah just leave a bowl out for you? You're like, you're going to be hungover and you're going to be grouchy. Let's get some H2O in you.
She leaves a bowl of food out. Once I get to the bottom, it says "get a job" at the bottom of the bowl.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's nice. She pushes me to be better.
Yeah. She's failing, but
better. She's pushing you to be the man she really wants.
No, well. Liz, here's the thing we do on the show. We do a pop quiz.
Okay.
It's you versus Jeff.
Oh, I'm going to fail. I'm really dumb.
No, I
don't think I've won in 7 rounds.
Yeah, Jeff hasn't won in a while. But I get these questions. I make up the questions, but I get the facts from 4 Facts for Kids, geography.com.
Oh, I'm really dumb. I'm so scared.
Now, it's all multiple choice, and it's stuff that you wouldn't really know anyway. So it's kind of all guessing. And Jeff is the worst guesser. So
yeah, I'm bad at it for some reason.
So I'll read the question, then just like make a sound or say your name or something to buzz in. And
I'm not going to say my own name.
Well, then
that's what he always suggested. No one does it.
Listen,
I'd rather meekishly just be like.
Yeah, you can do that, or just go. Do that. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm emotionally ready.
Oh no, Jeff, are you spiritually ready?
Yeah, I am spiritually ready.
All right.
And I don't know what else I was going to say.
Part of the show that's called The Quiz. I don't know. All right, what is the population of France? A, 68 million. B, 70 million. C, 85 million. Or D, 55 million.
Yeah, you make them so close. It is a guess.
Yeah.
Whatever the wait, hold on.
Yes. Liz.
Whatever the second one was.
70 million?
Yes.
Wrong.
Fuck you.
So then I'm gonna guess. What was the last one? D?
55 million?
No, give me A.
68 million?
Yeah, give me 68.
Jeff, that's correct.
Yes, I can feel it. Yeah.
That's the first answer Jeff's gotten right in 2 shows.
Man.
I'm so sad when I lose this after we talked about what an idiot Jeffrey is.
Yeah. Do you think France is excited to get to 69 million?
Oh, I bet they are.
Is there a bunch of French pervs?
I mean, this is not the year that populations are going up, but
What's happening?
yeah, what's going on?
What is the
Oblivious guy.
capital of Jeff? Jeff.
I'm sorry.
What's the
What
capital
was
of
your
Jeff?
riff?
Jeff?
Go ahead with your riff.
Oh, the oblivious guy.
Oh, yes. Okay. Very funny. Glad I went back to it.
Yeah, good thing we went back to that.
What is the capital of France? A, Nice. B, Paris. C, Saint-Tropez. D, Lourdes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Is it Nice?
No.
Damn it.
Is it Paris?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a feeling. I thought that was going to trick Jeff.
For some reason, it's never what you think it is. That's
Right.
why
It's the Jeopardy trick where you're like, well, there's no way that's right. That I know what that is.
yeah. Man.
Their capital is Paris. They're just
Yeah, it's
living
a
in their
world
capital.
Yeah.
Get out of here. It's supposed to be something weird, like Albany, New York.
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to say Albany horribly like that, but
Albany.
It's not Al Bundy, New York.
I'm already
It's
really. You guys, I was in a good mood and now I'm depressed. So I know
Oh no. Okay. Well,
Just take a shower. I'll get you right out of it.
All right.
you can't make me shower.
What is the population of Paris? 17 million, 13 million, 11 million, or 20 million?
Ooh, but I'm gonna guess 11.
That's right.
Holy smokes!
Yeah. Jeff, you got 3 right.
I was a plan to help with your self-esteem.
Holy
This was all-
smokes!
This was all me and Tim's scheme. 'Cause you seemed kind of low lately.
Wow! I want to go to a
We
movie
thought that
theater
you
and
felt
shake
down.
hands.
Yeah,
with
we got
people.
together. We were like, "Hey, Jeff seems kind of." I texted Liz. I was like, "Jeff seems kind of down," and she said, "Who?" And I said, "My buddy Jeff."
And
And she
he's
said, "Well, let's help him out."
He's pretty much in the woods. He sits by a heater. It's actually
Yeah.
I don't want to admit it.
This is also my room.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Another question. How many colors does the French flag have? A2, B3, C1, or D8?
Want me to go? I'm gonna go.
You go.
Fuzz is 3.
Yes.
Red, white, and blue. Just like good old US. Good like colors don't run.
These colors don't run when I'm hanging out with a damn devil.
Yeah, that's what you say with your French flag. Red, white, and blue. These colors don't run.
Liberté, motherfucker.
I will say this. I love like trivia, but I'm really dumb, so I'm really bad at it. I get I'm like a pinch hitter. Like it'll be something nobody knows, and I'll be like Freddie Mercury, and people will be like, "How'd you know that?" And I'm like, "Well, I read this book once in middle school." Like, so I'm gonna get one right that nobody imagined. Although right now nothing has been right.
Whenever I go to trivia, I'm always hoping that someone's like, just ask which White Stripes song is based off the movie Citizen Kane. That's the only trivia I know.
You've been waiting for that question for 30 years.
Then somebody else knows it too, and you never get to say.
No, damn it.
This is going to be my Rudy moment of trivia.
Yeah, the one day I'm at trivia, goddamn Jack White is there.
Yeah. He's like, I think I know.
All right. So, Jeff, you said the colors of the French flag, but what are the colors of the French flag in order? Right. So here, I got four options for you. Red, white, and blue, America. Go America. B, white, blue, and red. C, blue, red, and white. Or D, Blue, white, and red. Liz, you can also answer.
Yeah, what was it? It was red, white, and blue, white,
red,
blue.
white, and blue, white, blue, red, white, or blue, white, red.
But is it red, white, and blue?
It is not, Jeff.
Yeah, I didn't think what was the fourth one, I mean?
Blue, white, and red.
Is it white, blue, and red?
It was. I'm going to say that you said it was the fourth one so that you get it right.
We can just both be morons.
No, yeah, you were wrong. It's not white, blue, and red. It's blue, white, and red.
It's blue, red. Okay, I knew the white was in the middle.
Yes. All right. Here, this is an easy one. This is a yes or no question.
Do you like
easy?
France?
Is it?
So first one. So it's a 50. You got a 50-50 shot to get it right. Is France the biggest country in Western Europe?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
No.
Wrong. Jeff, would you like to guess?
Is it yes?
That's right, Jeff.
I'm so depressed.
Right.
This is where like my ego kicks in and I'm like, let's start listing all the countries we've been to.
I've been to another country.
Liz, if you get this question right, you can plug your stuff. If you get it wrong, you can also still plug your stuff because there's no rules here at the Old Worldly Show, you know?
No rules. Just
no rules, just right.
Oh man.
Outback.
I'm just letting everybody know, don't raise your kids in New Jersey. They come out morons.
Yeah, put them next to a water heater in the woods. That's how you get your smarts.
Brains. All these chemicals.
What sea is to the south of France? A, the Red Sea, B, the Black Sea, C, the Mediterranean Sea, or D, the Dead Sea?
What are the first two?
Red Sea is the first one, and Black Sea is the second one, and Mediterranean Sea is the third one, and the fourth one is the Dead Sea.
Jeff, you guess.
Jeff has now been prompted to guess.
All right. I think I know it.
He thinks he knows what it is.
I believe it is C, the Mediterranean Sea.
And Jeff, you have just wrapped this game up.
Woo!
You offered Liz.
Yeah, I'm the French king, Louis.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
Liz, I really appreciate.
And this is why white men should stay in power.
Yeah. I'm going to the Louvre.
And letting Jeff win. It was very nice of you to come.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah.
And since you're such a charitable, nice soul, we're going to allow you to plug whatever you'd like to plug.
Oh, you're so nice. I have a free special on YouTube called Self Help Me. I also released my first hour that came out. It's like an album, but I put the video out like 7 years ago, and that's called Emotionally Exhausting. So there's 2 hours of mine free on YouTube. And then I have a weekly podcast with my friend Maria Shahada, who I mentioned, called Two Non-Doctors.
And then are you at Liz Miele on everything?
At Liz Miele. Yeah, everything's at Liz Miele. So
Miele. I'm saying that for the people listening. The listeners. The 17 downloads we get per week.
I'm very excited.
Well, Liz,
I'm glad only 17 people are going to know what a fucking moron I am.
Well, Liz, thank you very much for coming on. Jeff, do you have anything to plug?
No, just follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
At New York Jeffrey?
Yeah, New York Jeffrey.
Does everybody know what Twitter I am?
We don't even say the Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at hot_comic69. Follow me on Twitter at MerrittFartdown. Or you can check out our old episodes. Where are they? I don't fucking know. You can check out our old episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. If you caught this show halfway through, it'll come out on YouTube on Monday. And that's The Worldly Show on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. That's it. Liz, you were an awesome guest. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Liz.
Time.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it. Hope you have a great holiday season.
I hope to never hug you guys again.
Hey, I can't wait to give you an elbow bump.